What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube?
I can be your safety net. Girl, I'll fall. I'll catch you, yeah. Boy, if you fall. Girl, I'll fall. I'll catch you in me. I've been thinking.
Welcome back to another vlog. Do I have high energy? What's up? What's up?
Yo, I'll take it from here. Yo, YouTube, what is good, guys? We're back. We've been gone for a little while. I think our last food review was a couple years ago. No, a couple months ago. My bad. But a lot of things have been happening for us. As you've already seen, the name of the channel went from KC Chronicles to It's the Richardsons, and there's a reason for that. You'll see in a few that we're married. Her ring is it's a lot of issues with our ring. That can probably be like the story time for this video.
Yeah.
Something to talk about. But yeah, we're married, so it's no longer KC Chronicles, it's the Richardsons. And in this video today, we're going to be doing our food review on a place called Awesome Sauce. It's in Bridgeport. I forget how I heard about it. I think I heard about it at work. Like the Jamaican people, they were talking about, oh, did you try this place? Try the new spot. So apparently it's a new spot. They're like, oh, did you try the new spot, Awesome Sauce? And I'm like,
Oh, it's a new spot?
yeah. And they're like, it's a new spot. And I'm like, I'm not Jamaican. Why would I go try that spot? But fortunately, my wife is Jamaican, so we're here looking for breakfast/lunches. So what we have right now is
Watermelon crush.
this is, she could tell you more about this.
This is coconut water, but this is like...
Is it like something from Jamaica?
I don't think so. I think it's made somewhere else. Like, it's distributed in Florida, but it's a product of Brazil. But it's really good. It tastes like real coconut water to me. And it still has like particles and stuff like that. So it's almost like they open the coconut jelly, and then put it in here. So you can see that, right?
Yeah, it's still a no for me, dog.
Anyone who tried this, let me know what you think. There's no additives, no preservatives, there's no nothing. So when this comes, typically you'll see that it's frozen to preserve it. And then Courtney is saying that he likes
cream soda. Is that soda though?
Yeah.
Okay. I like Dave's. I need to find Dave's soda in a bottle. Me not being Jamaican, the breakfast customs are a little bit different for me,
Yeah. So I got ackee and sawfish with, they call it food, but basically what the food is like yams, bananas. So this is like white yam. There's no banana, so it's just dumpling and yam, white yam. So that's what I got. Got a lot of sweet peppers in there and stuff like that. But
she started eating already. So it seems like ackee is the yellow stuff. That looks like eggs. Would it be? No?
it looks like that. But this is our national dish, or our national fruit, I guess.
Is it a fruit?
That's what they sound. He's taking out some very dangerous things right now, and I don't know. This girl filled this plate up. Maybe you should do it like that.
Keep it in there. Yeah.
So he got curry goat. Curry goat with and she packed it up like.
Yeah, I got curry goat with food, right? That's what they call it.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much yams and dumplings. That's all they had.
I mean, it's pretty good. If you ask me, you know, but I don't have the island taste buds, you know.
This is a piece of pepper.
Like, this ain't authentic. Oh. But that was the yam I just ate. That's pretty good. Carrot.
I don't think Courtney would like this.
It don't look like something I would like. You know, so hopefully you guys checked out our last video, you know, of the wedding. But there's a lot that went into that wedding. A lot of, almost everything that could have went wrong, went wrong. You know, first, for starters, let's start with the hair.
You think that was the biggest thing?
No, it's not the biggest thing, but let's start with the smaller, then lead up to it.
So I went to the hairdresser, right? And then it's like, I went to the hairdresser so I ordered hair from the hairdresser, right? And it was supposed to be like a wavy kind of hair. Apparently this is more of like, I would say this is like really curly. It's not wavy. So it was supposed to be like a loose wave, and then you would be able to like pin it up and all that stuff. But when I went there, the biggest thing was not to have any of my hair out, because I've been growing my hair out. I've gotten to a certain length. My hair is healthy, and it's like I don't want to have my hair going through a lot of stuff, right? So I went to the hairdresser. I was like, oh, you know, I want to try frontal. I always hated frontals, but I didn't realize how much I hated it until that day, right? So I go ahead, put the frontal on. Then I look in the mirror, I'm like, what the hell? But it's like I'm sitting there and I'm looking and I'm like, I'm not in love with this. Like, this does not look good. But it's already done. Like, what do you do?
She had the do-rag on.
It's like a cap, like...
The doobie.
I don't know. And the thing about it is, maybe people are able to figure this out, like make it look real or whatever it is. But I'm not hair savvy, so it's not like I know about hair and then it's like I have this cap on now. I'm trying to figure it out. So that was like day one, and that wasn't day. I don't think that was my eyelashes. I think I did so Friday, I did my lashes, right? By Friday evening,
my lashes was coming off.
They were coming off. So they were like falling off before I even like left the area. And that wasn't even the first thing that happened with me. The nails was the first thing. I asked for a nude color, and this is what I got.
More of a pink.
So it was Friday. Was it Friday I did nails, or Thursday I did nails?
Thursday and Friday you went to do that.
Friday I did my eyes, and the lashes was coming out. And Saturday I did the hair, and it was just like shit. Like, it was horrible. And this is nothing against the hairdresser. This is me, because I asked for this. Like, I asked for a frontal, and it just appears more like a cap. So it was the nails, and then the eyelashes, and then the hair, right? So that was like bam, 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 3 things, right? So then,
You know, my story, my hair story. Ooh.
Be careful.
I'm trying. So, I found a new barber. Percy. Percy, he gives really good cuts. He gave me this cut. And I guess this is probably like my second time going to him. But I realized that I have to talk to him, like let him know exactly what I want. Like what I've noticed, like a lot of barbers, now, they gotten so advanced, like what they use is this spray where they put the card, and they fill in certain areas. And, and that's cool, for the day of. But I got my hair cut Saturday. The wedding was on Monday. And then right now, I don't know if you guys noticed it while you're looking. Right over here, I went to another barber one time before I came to him. And that is like, I shouldn't have went. Because the barber that I had originally, he was on vacation, but I needed the cut because I was starting a job. So, that for the fellas that's watching this, that one guy in a barbershop where you've never seen anyone sitting in his chair? That was who I had to go to, because the other guy I was going to go to, he said he was full. In Connecticut, they do everything by appointments, which is, I hate it. I guess it's like, I understand, but it's like I'm used to, like in New York, you could just walk in the barbershop and get a haircut. So a lot of them don't take walk-ins and stuff like that. So I had to go to that guy, that I've never ever seen cut. I've never seen him cutting anyone's hair. And he fucked my shit up. With the razor, he cut me right up here. And it looks like a piece of this is gone. So fast forward back to Percy. Now he's there. And I've had other like black barbers before. And they'll do stuff, they know so much. Not, taking shots at anyone, but they know so much, like the shape of your head and all that. Or they're going with the pattern of your head and this, that, and third. I don't need that. I need a box, put a box on my head and outline that. I don't like to fill in because I don't have the fill in at home. So once I wash my head, wash it, if you're washing your head, it's going to go away. So now this part is showing. You're going with the shape of my head, so it gives me like a long egg shape for my head. And I'm not ready for that right now. Not at this stage in my life. So I need you to do straight across. But that was my only issue with the barber. I did run into a little, not trouble, because originally I was supposed to get a cut for me and my son and Laura. I didn't know my nephew was coming. Apparently he was supposed to get a cut in New York, but he just showed up, not just showed up, but he came over, and it would have been wrong, like you're getting ready for my wedding. For us to get a haircut and you just look regular, So I let him take my spot. And then I had to ask the barber, could you cut his hair? And then the way I asked originally, I thought we were on the same page. But apparently we wasn't, because when I finally got up to get in the chair, he was like, oh, you booked for 3. And I'm like, but I just asked you, could you cut his hair? Like, I thought you knew that I was, bringing an extra person by the saying, like, could you also cut his hair? That sounds like to me, like I'm asking you, could you do one more? I'm getting a cut. The other 2 are getting a cut. I'm adding a one more. And he was like, oh, you booked for 3. I'm like, yeah, I know, but like, I'm getting married. Could you do that? And then he's like, oh, that's my lunch break. I'm like, yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah,
That's what he said?
Yeah, he was like, oh, there go my lunch break. I'm like, yo, I sympathize. Not right now. Your lunch break is not more important than me right now. But good thing he worked that out. Percy's a cool dude. So that's our hair stories. The biggest thing was that we got our rings, right? her ring, I got it before. It was too big. So we took it back to the spot. You want some of that? That's good. Mm-hmm. We took it back to the spot. They got it on time. But now the ring was too small. After they measured our fingers. And I don't know if the lady in the store, what she thought. But I felt like, we should have used our own head. But she was telling us to get stuff that's like kind of tight. Telling us like, oh, you don't want the rings to fall off. Like my size, she said was 11 and a half. But I have a 12 that fits fine. 11 and a half, I'm telling her like, it's a little tight. She's like, oh, that's how you want the ring. It's like, but I'm like, I'm not gonna be at work fanning my hands and stuff to where my ring will slide off. So that was that one issue. Her ring was a little too tight now. So we're actually getting ready to go take it back to see if we could do something about it. But the biggest thing was when she went to get my ring, they said they were going to rush it and it'd be here for the 8th. The wedding day was the 14th. They didn't have the ring. On the day of the wedding, I went there that Friday, I checked. Saturday, I checked. They didn't have it. They didn't have like any reason why. They just like, oh, we're supposed to get shipments. We didn't get it yet, but you guys promised us a certain day. So what we had to do was go get like a ring, just a placeholder ring. I went into the spot originally. I'm like, yo, could you guys know the situation? Do you have like something where we can borrow a ring until our wedding, until we finish and our ring coming and we'll bring it back. They're like, no, this and third. I'm like, why not? You're a jewelry spot. You should be able to have something. We already paid for our ring, so it's not like we're gonna want something, walk out with something else. We don't have ours, so they didn't do that. Then they were trying to I asked like for a cheap ring. They were trying to show me some $400, $500 rings. I'm like, why would you even show me this? Because we just spent money on a ring. So why would we be looking to turn around and buy a $500, $600 ring just to replace the ring we originally bought? So that was that issue. And yeah, on our wedding day, our rings weren't there. Her ring was, but it wasn't there. What other issues? Then on the actual wedding day,
It's good, right?
it tastes like Jolly Rancher.
That's why.
On the actual wedding day, we're running around, getting dressed. My nephew's at my house. He doesn't have clothes. So everyone else is dressed. We're waiting for my dad and my brother to come. I ended up having to tell them to go straight to the church because I know that was from the fork. Because coming from New York, I got another one.
Curry is like the worst thing to get out of clothes.
That's good. So I had to end up telling them to go to the church because coming to our house, we would have been late. The wedding's at 2. That's not even the crazy thing. I forgot to tell you guys. I told everyone that the wedding was at 2:30. For whatever reason, I swore it was like 2:30. The day of the wedding, she was letting me know it's 2.
I'm letting him know.
Yeah.
He's the one that made the arrangement with the pastor.
Yeah, that is 2. She's cussing me, trying to tell me I single-handedly ruined the wedding. So on the day of the wedding, you know how annoying it is? Like, she's like, oh, I can't just sit in the ladies' shop for an extra 30 minutes. Just like a third. Oh, my people are here, but your people, you told them in different times. You did that on purpose so you can give them extra time. And I'm like, no, I legit thought it was 2:30, from the day of, But it kind of worked out. I ended up calling people, telling them it was 2 o'clock. So they all came. We get to the wedding.
What's going on with this place?
We get to the wedding. And I forgot the certificate, the marriage certificate. So now I'm there, the pastor's ready. The pastor's been ready. I think he was like tired of us. We ended up didn't start until like 2:30 anyway. I forgot the certificate, so I had to run back home, get the certificate. Then I had to wait for my best man to get there. And it's like when you're waiting for someone, time seems like it goes so fast. It's like they tell you 10 minutes, 2 minutes by. You're like, yo, it ain't 10 minutes already? He's telling me he's getting off the highway. He's getting off. And like I said, you could tell the pastor he was annoyed. He wanted to 1, 2, 3, get up out of there. Then after the wedding, we taking pictures. He gave us the excuse like, oh, the maintenance people, they're coming. So he told us twice to find our way to the door. The first time he said it, he kind of was like, all right, and we wanted to take pictures. But who wouldn't want to take pictures after their wedding? So he gave us like 5 minutes. We're taking pictures. I'm getting pictures with her parents. She's getting pictures with my dad and stuff. Then he goes, oh yeah, the maintenance man is coming. So, if you guys could make your way to the door, we're like, all right, we get it. You don't want us. You took our money and just dipped, But other than that, it was good. Everything was fine. Oh, and her, she wasn't too enthused with her makeup.
Oh, the makeup was something else. I felt dead. That's the best way to put it.
And she had a mask on.
I could have went like bare face. I would have preferred to have gone bare face. And I'm not saying that she did. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know. But it was like a matte finish. I think I would have preferred more like a dewy finish than a matte finish.
An acrylic finish?
A dewy. What?
Art joke, that's all. There's a lot. I can't eat this in my car.
Yeah, this is. She put a lot.
Maybe she thought we were a celebrity couple. Alright. But yeah, let me get this tight. I'll finish this.
That was good. The ackee was good. Ackee was softish.
Was it good? You said it looked like it wasn't going to be good. So.
No, I said it was going to be better than the last one.
So if you had to rate it.
It's not a 10.
It's not a 10?
It's not a 10.
What you think could have been better?
Everything. I'm just kidding. What I think could have... It's too watery. It's very watery. And I don't know if that's because it's like a lot of oil or something. I don't know. I don't know why it's so soft, and I don't know if this is like ackee from like the trees or is it tin ackee. I don't know what it is, but it's very mushy. Ackee is supposed to have like, it's not supposed to be like all mushed out. It's supposed to have like its shape, or it's supposed to have some consistency where all right, this